So here we go, everyone. War in the East 2 in our multiplayer game against Nick the Trojan. And it's the 13th week of Operation Barbarossa. It's September 14th to September 21st. So Rasputitsa is getting closer. But for now, weather is somewhat decent. Next week, not so much. Next week, we're gonna get rain, even though there's no high pressure area up there. That's obviously not great. And we start to get light mud everywhere up there. Currently already. Heavy rains up there. Next week, cold up there. Heavy rain or light rain here. I guess heavy rain over here. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. South still shielded. That's important. As in the north, we still have to advance, but not as far as in the south for this year to reach our goals. We are around Orel. He has retreated further. He is still holding strong here. We are still away from Rajev. He's once more struck into our rear here. This turn, reinforcement-wise, we didn't get much. We only got the Werfer and the Gratian infantry battalion that we brought onto the battlefield in here. Gratian reinforcements as an infantry regiment on the battlefield here under German control. We will move this one to the north as well to hold around here. Help out holding this. And with that said, air is set up, recon is set up. Let's fly some air missions. So yeah, next week our really important thing will start starting to really struggle us. Like, we don't have that many trucks at the beginning of Operation Barbarossa. We just have about enough in the pool to come onward with supply and stuff. And now our pool of trucks will start to break down. And our truck production at home is not that great. Like, a lot of the trucks we got are Czech and especially French trucks that are used on the front line and that we don't produce anymore. Yeah, or not in the numbers at least that we would need it for. And the more muddier it gets, the more trucks each division also needs to get its supply. So, and the further we are away from supply hubs, the more they need. So we really need to get our units close to supply hubs for the winter. To rail supply hubs, so that it doesn't need to be forwarded too far via land. So let's get the Croatians up here first. We also will need to start to use supply aircraft, most likely, in the winter. If the weather allows for it. Like in the good weeks where the weather is allowing for it, where it's not too rainy, we will have to fly as many air supply missions as possible as well. It's not great, but it's at least something. Like, obviously you can't supply a full army via air. The Germans learned that in real life. But you can get an okay job done, I guess. Here. And then we move you up here and repair this at Tartu. Ah, we can't repair it. Okay. That's painful, but we were gonna do it next turn. We want to get this rail, this rail, this rail, this rail, like all the way up here and then around here to Tallinn to get some rail up into the north. And that's the job there. Over here, we need to counter-strike. Cavalry battalion has come into our rear here again. Once more. Has become really pesky. Luckily our headquarters were all still relatively far back. We weren't hit too hard. Okay. These defensive lines are rather strong. Yeah, he retreated out of this. That makes absolute perfect sense. That he didn't fought us over there. This is supposedly 20. That makes somewhat sense. Up here in the north, we're gonna double strike this one. It held. Okay. Interesting. And here we just want to capture some hexes. Then we march back. Take Luga. Well, capture depot there. Supposedly. And move back. Blue division here. We want to move up these hexes here. Actually, let's just move it up to blue division. To make sure that they don't out of nowhere attack here. Want to have these hexes under control as our hexes. We don't have the striking power here. We don't even have the striking power here anymore. That's obviously not great. Answer division. Wait, what? We can't move single hex forward? No, we can't. Ah, because you are on refit mode. Yeah, you need to go into ready mode. Oh wow, then you can't afford a force attack anymore though. I know what's necessary here. Break anything. Ugh. Yeah, they're pesky in our rear here. Spread them out. Moscow, we for sure gonna have trouble. Line attack. Should be enough. Yes, it is. Okay, shortened the front line a bit again. It's going to be pesky. Put you into reserve mode. Hold the front line there. Is the Yelnaya supply up? Yes, yes. Greater depot. Good. You move in here. An attack. Nice. Wiped out. Cavalry division in front of us. Want to advance a bit further forward. For winter hits. Rail. Kind of want infantry divisions in there. Don't really care about, and this is only the fortress unit, right? Yeah. We just strike this. Okay. Okay. another 15 victory points to make sure that we have the victory points we need in the winter. Nope. Too far. On. Get all the way there. Repair it. Nice. Are you a railway station? No, you're not. Are you a railway station? No, you're not. Rodina, not really helpful as a railway station. I guess Bakmach is the next one. Yes. This is where we build the depot then. Oh, not Korob is none. Okay. Oh no. Konotop is also none. Okay, so yeah, Bakmach is the most useful one, where we will arrive next turn. We're closing in on Kiev. Next turn we have a depot in Kiev. This one down here. And continue the job south. Can we break this pocket this turn? Oh, wow. I mean, their supplies should be exhausted. If we don't take it this turn, we don't take it this turn. But their population evacuates and we have it captured. Okay. Okay, it was only 12,000, supposedly. That wasn't slightly not as strong as it was indicated there. Zaporozhye. And take our time. 99. We don't reach this turn. Sure. Okay, move on. Okay. Nepopitovsk taken. Kharkov. Arrive at the outskirts. Okay, not a great trade. Oh, you also have wrong headquarter. Nice. Okay, let's continue. So we have 2 more cities taken. I guess I should have surrounded Orel. Taking it next turn. Thinking about it now. We did it how we did it. So yeah, this is fine. Really don't want to go with this motorized division into the forest. No. You stay where you are for now. As a mobile reserve. This Panzer division could come around here as a reserve as well. Because I don't think we're gonna break through here next this turn. Okay. Can't move in there. You know, you stay as a reserve in the rear. This is the best hex. We have no river. They have fortress level 2 though. So here's Braying. Okay, yeah. Braying helped. We have a hole poked into their line here. Even without our tanks helping out. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. They couldn't move far enough. Hey. So be it. These guys actually got up to level 3 veteran. Okay. Move in there. And we have a force attack. This hex. Bloody. Really, really bloody. potentially could attack here. But, I mean, it's Light Forest. It's a level 3 fortress, though. It's not what we want. Move this infantry division here. Move this infantry unit over here. Move you over there. Over there. And then we potentially have an attack here. No, they held. Okay. We want this river. In a perfect world, we want the Oka and the Ukra at Kaluga. Want the Ugra River this way. And then we just want to have Vyazma. And then up here, either Rjev or no Rjev. It's not really important anymore. We have our points. We have 240 turns left on this campaign. Mr. Lot. We had turn 13. I think it's 256 or so turns. Potentially. Move you up. This sounds good. Yeah, we can't attack here. Oh, yeah, good. Oh my god. What? That was a good attack. Good job, guys. This corps did its job. Stuken Panzerjäger Battalion here, helpful. Yeah, so it's still quite a bit of time left on this. It goes all the way till August 1945 if we play it long. Could lose before, we could win before. First one more likely than second one, I think. We want to pressure Vyazma from the south. It's more important than Tula. The standing currently is... If we have a look, we have 512 victory points now. I think with this turn already broken in, so we will have the 525. So we won't have a sudden loss in winter 1945, 1941. If we wouldn't have 525 points so if you would have held us here in the west till January 1st, 1941, 42, he would win instantly. If we would get to 700 victory points by turn 16, so it means taking Stalingrad, Sevastopol, like Moscow in turn 13, just rush through him, we would also automatically win. Couple of other win conditions at 750 at 1st of January 1942. Like these turns here, it checks all if we have 750 victory points at this turn. Turn 29, 42, 55, 68. And then in July, after July 43, if we don't have 800 points at that stage, it switches to the Soviet initiative, and then they need 450 for direct victory at... If they have in October, if they have initiative, and they have 450 victory points and at 68, at 1st of October, they win. If they have 500 points at 1st January 1943, they win, and so on. And then they need to get more and more and more. And if they want to win in July 1944, they need to have 800, and so on. Yeah. We have 68 units now on low supply, which is one less than last turn, I think. We had 69 last turn, I think. But we have a lot more under-strength units now, which obviously is not great. Losses and kills-wise, which is obviously the more important thing because we get where we get to. We have 2.1 million now for him inflicted, 248,000 for us. So both losses, relatively low numbers. Yeah, tank losses wise, we have 1,100. They have 11,000. We have 47 this turn. Our infantry division here needs to move forward. Imagine Steel Division Army General like this, and you play the battles. Lol. We don't really need to move here. I think we give the rest of our tanks 1 turn rest. Oh no, wait. Barnovich, where is this? September? No, they should still be shielded next turn here. So I think we give our tanks 1 turn rest here. The ones that didn't assault and the others are not really useful anyways. And then we strike east with that next turn. And see if we can get 1 or 2 more good battles on before winter, and then we fall back to the Oral line. If not, like as I said, I wanted to get the Oka River, so striking north is the idea. Here we want to go to Kursk. Let's see how strongly defended Kursk is. But yeah, the game is wild. And yeah, 1 round easily takes quite a couple of months. But it's still not as wild as Won the Pacific, where in the round easily takes a couple of years. Like IRL years. Urin taken, Sumi. Yeah, our second army here should do the job. Sumi population engages. Don't think they had any. No. Kursk, I think, is one of the towns. Yeah, where they have armaments production. Which, if you take it away, they get less armament. I think Kharkov is similar. Yeah, they build T-34 chassis here. So if you take Kharkov, they get less T-34s. Same on Rostov, I think. No, they armaments production. So yeah, small arms fire and so on. They get less of that armaments production in Stalino as well. So that's one more reason to strike south, because in the north you have to get really far to get towns. I think even Kalinin doesn't really have much. Yeah, they have a small armaments production, but nothing towards the south has. Leningrad obviously has it as well. Heavy industry, especially. Northwest has manpower. Pavlov has manpower. Kronstadt. Huh? Kronstadt is just water. Okay, Kronstadt doesn't have. So yeah, heavy industry here. And then Moscow obviously has some good amount of armament production as well. Like MiG airframes, IL-4 airframes, P-2 airframes here in the northern Moscow hex. Western Moscow has IL-4s, armament production. So if you get in here, you also reduce their IL-2s, T-40 chassis, armament production, fuel production. And then obviously a lot of their production is back here in these hexes now. Armament 4, not even sure where. Chelyabinsk. Yeah, Chelyabinsk is a lot. It's coming more and more online. KV chassis here. And then Sverdlovsk, obviously. So these are really hard to touch. Like, if you push deep enough with some bombers, we potentially can hit them. Kirov has some T-60s. And Stalingrad, T-34s, obviously. As everyone knows who Great history. This Astrakhan has only a bit of armament. Obviously, down here is the oil. I don't think Grozny has any. They also have some light armor production, but they especially have oil. Same with Mykop, Krasnodar, some railway, some manpower. Zaporozhye, I guess, has a bit of heavy industry. Yeah. Dnipropetrovsk has some, but yeah, after we captured, it's not too important. Like, they don't really add to our industry, but they take away from the Soviets. Yeah, but the thing is, this doesn't really do. Like, you would have to stick really close to historical, because this game doesn't do diplomacy well. Like, all Gary Krigsby games can't handle diplomacy well, I think. So that's why they always start with the shot and with like. And put you into the action directly, like in One the Pacific and so on. Also, obviously, doesn't start before 1941, because before that there was a lot of diplomacy involved and so on. And that would be the problem if you start 1939. Sixth Army moves on to Kharkov. Water follows. And on to Kursk. Oh lol. We have no mobile forces here whatsoever. So infantry capturing this terrain. You are part of the northern part of this. You go towards Kursk. So yeah, let's get the army here. Oh no, that's a core. The army is still back in Kiev. The army needs to move somewhere else as well. Both of these armies could move out of Kiev. Move over here. Okay. Yeah, we know we will attack this anyways. But these two. Yeah, Kharkov will not hold against us. I reduced to 4. Can we break this? Yes! That is good. Good job, Slovaks. You can't move in there, but that's fine. That is fine. Oh, we don't even see? Okay. But we can't move, okay. We have arrived at the Donetsk. That's good. Northern part. The Donetsk region. Move there. X6 motorized. That's 40th motorized is what you go in. Interesting that they write 40 with 4 X's instead of LX, XL. On train, ready. Nice. This is our new mobile unit. The second one is still sitting at Warsaw. So we got it at Krakow. Krakow. This one has to move up all the way this turn as well. Ooh, it can even unload after this. Nice. That's good. Because unloading means that they can move way further next turn. If they unload this turn already. And they seem to be ready. Oh no, they are low on. They are high on fuel and ammunition, but they're actually low on supply. Huh. Interesting. They need supply badly then. This motorized core. And get you off the trains. And you even can move. Even can move a bit. This will be a depot of ours, so we can build it already. Okay, they let us into the Crimea. It lets us in here as well. Interesting. Okay, he builds a defensive line here at in front of Sevastopol. We will need to soon start bomb around Sevastopol. Cut off Sevastopol from supplies. And Sevastopol is a fortress that is really hard to take. IRL it fell in 1942, right? July 1942, yeah. Like it held out for a really long time after the Germans captured all of this in November. And the Soviets tried to counterattack around here, tried to free it, but they didn't succeed. Over here you see a couple times 4 dates. I don't know if there's any with more than 4 dates, like captured, captured back, captured, captured back. I think there were 1 or 2 towns of 6, if I remember correctly, but I might be wrong. No, I might be wrong. Veliki Luki captured back 2 days later, and then in August captured again. Example here, captured back 3 days later, captured back a week later. That's a really nice tool to see how you're progressing compared to historical events. Yeah. Only make it there. Okay. How many units already marched through here? Why? Where's the railway repair? Is it here? Ah, yeah, it's here already. Okay, good. That is really important. And we get rail as fast as possible up here. It's not great, but it might be better than nothing. Let's build a depot here. Yeah, this supply hub should not give any supply yet. No, it doesn't. Most still comes out of Nikolaev, as Kherson is also still... the damage is actually not that big. Could be fixed soon. And this railway should be really helpful up north. So we have this here, where we then can use the ports and the southern rail to get supply up to Army Group South. Instead of having to use that one big rail that goes here through the rear. Already used all our rail repair units now again. Okay, these guys moved up. This guy did its job. One unit down here. Can't move far. Move it a bit closer to the supply lines. Oh, no, no, undo. It's the wrong unit. The mountain division wants to go up here. He has a really light defensive line here. Okay, so our northern flank, what's Delino? Is another thing he just avoids. Casualty-wise this turn, what is it looking like so far? Decent, not great. 1 to 4. Not even quite. Yet, at least. Okay. I should aircraft. He's out. Now it's closer to dead, I guess. No, only 3,000 something. You can move on, you're a mobile unit. Capture us terrain. The terrain we capture now is the terrain we need to worry less later. This headquarter will become part of the Romanian army here, I think. Which one is which? You are part of third or fourth? Fourth. Okay. Okay, then we will put you on the 4th Romanian army for now. Even though it's usually not working, like it's working better if you have same nation under same command. But it's still better than having these guys too far away. And then we can move this one north. This sounds like the best idea. Slowly advancing here. And then all of these guys go to the Crimea. And actually, our mobile forces here can go back. They're not needed here. They are better over here. Like Crimea will not be a war of movement anymore. Okay. No one here can move on. Amazing. Italians. Move on there. Both army. And here. Third army moves into Kherson. Army group Antoniescu moves up to Nikolaev. Good job. And then we have our tank forces still remaining to do stuff. Oh, you were not even reached. Yeah, new panzer divisions have arrived. I mean, we most likely won't be able to do any flanking here. Or do we rest for a turn here? No, that gives him time to... No, we can't rest yet. Rest is for the wicked. The supply situation is not great, but also not quite terrible yet. Okay. No rest for the wicked. For the units, move on over here. Okay. Nice. Okay, these guys don't attack this turn. And these guys. Let's see what we can do here. Oh. Oh, that looks like a good attack. Let's destroy some tanks. Yes. Yes, that was good. 333 tanks. And nearly the 1-to-4 ratio now. 1-to-4 in guns. 1-to-8 in tanks. Yeah, these guys can move on here. Down south to hit with the next fortress to breach. It's Zaporozhye. That's the rest of the unit moves on. Interesting situation, chat. I'm still have no idea how terrible, how okay, how good we are. I still feel like it's not good, but yeah. That might just be me. I have no idea. I think we're doing decently here. We still have to consider these attacks. I decided to not move on here much. We're gonna take a bit of territory, but that's gonna be it. So that we can move a bit easier next turn. But these tank divisions are not in a shape to do any striking this turn. They're relatively well fueled up. Supposedly 65, that's for sure not correct. Yeah, we wanted this river. We have Light Force in front of us, north. We have Light Force in front of us to the east. But I think this is where he has most of the pressure, so striking north right now. I mean, do we have a potential? We have a potential of encircling this, so I guess we might try that. Actually. About one of the motorized divisions. Ah, shit. With air support. Okay, we get through this. We get in the rear. This is too strong, but this is a headquarter unit that might lose a general. No. Okay, it isn't. This is still a swamp hex that we don't want to move into. Oh, come on. What? Shit. He got a lot of support there. Okay, you be our reserve over here. For any counterattacks that potentially might come here. As our tank divisions there lost a bit of their strength in that attack. Up north. Ah, frustrating. But I wanted to potentially encircle these guys in the swamps. Like one last encirclement in the north. Would have felt good. Would have felt good. Not gonna lie. Hey, numbers better here, numbers worse here. In multiplier versions. Good amount of guns. Ah, chat, I have no idea where we are at. But it's still an interesting journey. We moved from one swamp hex to another one, which is obviously not great, but... Yeah, let's move out of the swamp here. Should be easier to supply in that hex. We'll be there. One in line now. Build a depot here. Build a depot here. It'll take a while till we get anything there, but better than never getting anything there. I think we should build a fortified unit here. Limit 20. It costs us a good amount of AP, but we have the AP. And this way we have a defensive unit here in the rear that starts entrenching here as well. Like we did build one over here as well. They build up fort levels. And if you have to fall back here in the winter, if they counterattack, we have something to fall back onto. Like they have fort level 1 here already. And there is potential that they push us back here. So having a unit that keeps the entrenchment level up at Bryansk is, I think, a relatively clever idea. I think we want to do the same in Pskov. We already did it at Tallinn, though hopefully that's not relevant. We have the first level 3 fort here, which means that this unit now has 38 still only. Okay. Would have expected their combat readiness to be better than this. Oh, and this unit, we forgot about that unit, but there's nothing in here. So we move you out. Out and about. And we move you back. Wait, how is you a level 8 out of 9? But one core should be enough up here, essentially. We need the other divisions. We need this division and this core down here. to hold the line against the enemy. Yeah, no, I don't think we can. Oh, is that the spot where we? No, but you are now at maximum. Yeah, we can't get up to you guys. Sorry. Well, but keeping this road, giving a check here is quite nice. And he has no reinforcement. Like his units here, not having the greatest of supply days, I guess. So that's good. As long as we like a counterattack from here into us should be relatively costly for him, movement point wise and everything. I'm not super worried about that. What I wanted to check now is our leaders down here. 7-7, that's a good leader. You were relatively solid. Initiative 7. Airline. We already got you in, right? Erich von Mackensen, yes. How's the leader on the new one? Yeah, how are you? You're not so great, Georg Stumme. We replace you. Someone with better mechanized. Majors. The high level. Any other level 7s? That's all. Maximilian Frete Pico. Pretty good. Political, not too important. Pretty good at mechanized leading. Manstein, Rommel. Like, obviously, we could swip Rommel here and take him away from the Afrika Corps. But I feel like that's a bit cheesy. Not so great. He's straight 7s. Harpe. Josef Harpe, it is. Straight 7s is pretty good. And we need a good leader for our Panzer Division. Now we are down to 7 APs. So we can't get another leader. These guys activate next turn? Next turn, yes. Nobody here activated. Nobody here activated yet. No. Oh! But... Romanian Cavalry Brigade. Wait. Which... When are you activating? Never. You activating in 3 turns. You activating in 45 turns. Okay, it's a bit weird. Oh. Oh, we have 2 more cavalry brigades of the Romanians coming around here. And another Romanian infantry division that can move into the front line. The cavalry brigade will be helpful in the Donetsk. You're even already assigned to a corps. So when are the other ones activating? In 3 turns, this corps is activating. Wow, this is activating in 29 turns. First Romanian infantry division. Moving you prefer this aesthetic. Let's move you at least up to Odessa per rail. We can move you up a foot afterwards from there. Yeah, supply situation is getting a lot worse now. And it won't get better. Strength situation is also getting problematic at some regions of the map. We have a lot of, especially most of our tanks divisions by now are under 65%, at least none unready. And none at all depleted yet. So yeah, supply situation wise, everything here in Army Group Center is now on mediocre supplies, which is a bit shameful. His rates here didn't help, I guess. Yeah, we're lucky. Look at supply situation. Do we have any big bottlenecks back here? No, Brest-Litovsk. So the rails are still fine. Mostly. The northern one is not after Riga, but that's because after any Riga region here it's becoming a really good rail. Yeah, then fine again. Around Veliky Luki and towards Smolensk, the rail's all doing fine. That's good. Here down in the south, it's not anymore. It's a yellow line by now. That's because we just moved a unit through it. I guess. Down here at Odessa now we have yellow lines as well. But we can't wait for a tank division to just march to the front line. Not really an option. You march though. I guess. The rail network down here is already messed up. You have time. Till your headquarter activates. Okay, the first Romanian army is not activating anytime soon. Huh. Yeah, this, I guess, is it. For the turn. We took Dnepropetrovsk. We took Orel. We are in front of basically every major town here that we wanted to take. Outside of Rostov. Gonna see how we go there. Winter here in the south is still a bit away, so potential is there to still get there. We gotta see how that goes. 2 new tank divisions should help out at least. Army Group North is doing its thing. Army Group Center is struggling a bit. Like we ain't on the river line we want to be yet. We haven't gotten to Rzhev, but that was an optimistic goal in the center with the support we gave center. It's still possible, but highly unlikely by now. We're here. Rebuild that one. Don't think we want it back there. Supply situation here. Well, for these guys, the supply situation is actually rather okay. Let's check it out. Hey, that was actually good. Yeah, if we don't let them entrench there, that's helpful. And if we don't let them use this railway yard as a supply center, then they have to come their supply from back here, which is not terrible for them, but it's 30 kilometers more that the supply that goes up here has to go. So yeah, stopping them from getting anything up here is good. And that means also that our losses are now really 1-4 in infantry as well. More than 1-4 in guns. And everything above 1-3 is good in the long run. From now on out, I think every turn we have that. Every 1-2 turn is okay. Every 1-1 turn is terrible, and everything like below 1-2 is a bad turn for the next years, 2 years, and after that it's like staying above 1-1. After winter 1942-1943. Okay, we got you up nicely. Got you to a nice place. Okay, yeah, this is it. We're into turn here. Thanks for watching again, guys. War in the East going decently. I hope you enjoyed this. Seems like you do. Like, few numbers are pretty decent, especially on Twitch. So yeah, happy you guys do enjoy it, and hopefully we see you next time. Should be back with this turn tomorrow on Twitch with next